All righty, welcome back inside the Convention Center in San Antonio for the Final Four. This is What's With One's coverage of the Final Four. Zach Gelb here with you on the Infinity Sports Network, and what a treat this is. Now joining us, he is the basketball coach at Alabama. He's going to be entering already his seventh season with the Crimson Tide, and that is Nate Oats, kind enough to join us right now. Coach, appreciate the time. How you been?
I've been great. I'd be a lot better if I wasn't on this show and I was coaching this week like last year. But we had a good year, a great year compared to what when I took over the program. But where we've gotten it to now, a little disappointed. We're still not playing. That was the plan, but in a one-game elimination tournament, it doesn't always work like that. And we ran into a pretty good team at Duke. They're very good.
Well, you ripped off the Band-Aid. I was going to start you off with the softball, be like ranch or blue cheese, because I know you're in Buffalo for all those years.
We can
So,
talk about that too if you'd like.
well, go
You
ahead.
can't be in Buffalo and ask for ranch.
Yeah,
It's like
thank you.
no, it's blue cheese. There's not even an option. But
It's a character flaw
I
for
have
me.
I have three daughters. They all ask for ranch. I
Oh,
don't claim it. I'm like, what? But no, you good. Not the real question, because that's not even a question if you've ever lived in Buffalo. It's
yep.
they don't even offer ranch up there. The real question is whether you're going to like, where do you get your wings?
Barbill.
Where do you go?
Barbill's my favorite. It's
Oh,
a
well,
newer spot. It's about 20 minutes from the football stadium. For the where the
so it was
Bills play.
always Anchor Bar and Duff's was the big
Yep.
debate. So there's another one now.
Uh,
I don't, was that place even in existence when I was in Buffalo?
I don't know, but I was always Anchor Bar or Duff's because my sister and my cousin both went to SUNY Buffalo, and we always went to Duff's. I thought Anchor Bar was a little bit overrated,
And
and
Duff's was
then
right there next to campus. We
and,
took our recruits to Duff's.
and then Barbill came on the scene, and I've never looked
Where's
back.
Barbell?
I think it's East Aurora.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. The debate up there is not
I,
ranch or blue cheese. It's just blue cheese.
I,
Don't even ask. It's more like, where do you get your wings from?
I will send you a photo after this of the wings from Barbill, and I think you'll never go back to Duff's or Anchor Bar.
Yeah, there's a Santora's. If you had
No, I haven't.
that's right next to campus. They're pretty good too. But yeah.
So when you go back to Saturday, since we ripped off the Band-Aid a little bit, just how do you look back at what happened up against the juggernaut that is Duke?
I mean, listen. So first off, I would have loved to save a few of those threes from the BYU game. Just if we could, like bank them in the bank and use them 2 days later. So I do think after hitting 25 threes against BYU, Duke adjusted their pick and roll coverage. They built out, and they've got great size. I mean, they start 6'6" across the board, 1, 2, 3, 6'9" point guard at the power forward spot. That's going to be in the NBA for a very long time, and then a 7'2" center with a 9'8" standing reach. So it makes it hard to score at the rim. Their size, they did a great job building out on the three. We didn't shoot it as well as we had the first unanimous first team All American in school history in Mark Sears. I thought their size bothered him a little bit. He didn't shoot it nearly. I mean, shooting at 10 threes the game before, and then he didn't have his best shooting night against Duke. But I thought their size bothered it. In hindsight, maybe we could have done a few things a little different to help try to get him freed up with it. But they switched everything. So when you've got a switchable lineup and you switch, and we didn't do a great job with our switch attack. And again, like when you're playing these tournaments and you don't have much practice time going in, you kind of revert back to some of your habits you built before. And as you get to the end of the year, you're not practicing much because you're trying to save the guy's legs. So we had, a lot of reasons we didn't play particularly well against Duke. Biggest reason, they're extremely good, very well coached, and they played great. And we just didn't get it done. And you're in a one-game elimination tournament, and that's it. So, I haven't even watched the whole thing yet. I started to watch on the play back, and I put it away. This is for another day.
Well,
We'll get to it in a few weeks, maybe.
Nate Oates here with us from Alabama. You have had sustained success at Alabama. You have proven that Alabama could be more than just a football school, and I absolutely love Alabama football, to be clear. But now the question becomes, is this program ready to go win a national championship? How close do you think you guys are?
I'm right there. I mean, you look, Houston's the only program that's made more Sweet 16s since I've gotten to Alabama. Uh, Back-to-back Elite Eights. You look at the teams that were in the Final Four last year. Out of the four that were in there, we went the longest this year. We were the last one standing this year. So, like, yeah, sure, we've got the number one strength of schedule in the country the last 2 years, and we're right there. if not number one, we're top five every year. And we're in the top five in Power Four conference wins the last 5 years. So we're knocking on the door. You know, do we get the elite talent that Duke gets? Not as much every year, you know, but we're right there. We had Brandon Miller, who's second pick in the draft. You know, we've been able to get our playing style. Recruits want to come. We've proved you can win playing this style. We proved you can get to a Final Four. We just got to keep knocking on the door. And these one-game elimination tournaments like the NCAA tournament, there's a little bit of luck involved, but there's also, if you get good enough, you can, like Danny Hurley last year kept saying, they were indestructible, bulletproof, and we're not quite there yet.
Your journey is incredible. 2013, you're right. You were just wrapping up at high school. We know what you did at Buffalo as an assistant, what you've done at Buffalo as a head coach, and now what you've done at Alabama. Why is what you do just able to work in the college game?
But it's analytically based. I think there's a method behind it. We've been able to get really good players to come, and we play a style that we talk about efficiency. I'm a former math teacher, so we try to be efficient. I think it's the way we study the NBA. The NBA just does basketball. We have to do a lot of other stuff, so we try to steal a lot of the NBA. We put an NBA system in that's analytically based. It's efficient on both sides of the ball. When our defense was top 30 this year, we've had a top 3 defense in the country 2 of our years out at Alabama, and then we get players that want to make it to the NBA. And we develop them. They've got there. I think the whole thing works well. We've been able to turn a football school into a much more of a well-rounded athletic department. And when it goes talking about men's basketball and football, or women's basketball teams been good too. A lot of the athletic teams at Alabama have done well. There's 6 national championships, 6 sports that have won national championships. Shoot, football's won 18. So I think we're at a really good athletic department and player style that players want to come to, and we've been able to win a lot of games.
The last thing I ask you, because I know you got to run Nate Oats from Alabama, you've gone up against all 4 teams here in the Final Four. Just what's your breakdown from?
I mean, listen, Auburn and Florida, both are super well balanced, really well coached. It's going to be a great game. It's going to come down to who can make
Right
shots at a higher clip. Yeah, it is. And then the other side, it's a little bit more. Duke's young, but those guys don't play like freshmen. They're super talented. They got great size everywhere. Houston plays extremely hard and makes life really difficult with their defense. It's going to be interesting to know, how aggressive, physical they are on defense affect some of the freshmen at Duke. Cooper Flagg, like the way I don't know. Like, those guys have proven to be pretty good. I thought they were great when we played them. That to me is going to be very, very interesting to watch. That game right there.
Last thing, if you ever win a championship in Alabama, does Rico Bosco, does he get a ring?
Rico's my guy. Yeah, we should definitely give him a ring. He's got my back out there in the media with you guys all the time. So
well, I'm telling you, those bus trips are tough. You got to get back to the Final Four and win a championship for him.
I know, man. We got to get it there for him. Rico's our guy.
Coach, great to reconnect with you. Thanks so much.
All right, appreciate it. Roll Tide.